I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life.
And I did.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops.
All right, and let me stop you right there. Drug use.
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
All right, everyone. Today's courtroom showdown is one you won't want to miss. We've got a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen going head-to-head with a judge who has absolutely no patience for courtroom games. The stakes couldn't be higher because this defendant is facing the possibility of serious prison time. But if you've watched these cases before, you already know what's probably coming next. Expect plenty of "I don't consent," "I don't recognize this court," and other arguments that sovereign citizens believe can magically erase criminal charges. Spoiler alert, they can't. This hearing gets intense from the very beginning as the judge stays calm, sticks to the law, and refuses to let the courtroom turn into a circus. It's a fascinating clash between legal reality and someone who believes the rules simply don't apply to them. As you're watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the judge handled the situation the right way, or would you have done something differently? I'm interested to hear your opinion. With that said, let's jump right into the courtroom and see exactly how this confrontation unfolds.
All right, Judge, he's on his way up. For your edification, this was a plea that we entered in front of Judge Angelini for 10 deferred.
Oh, no, I remember.
Okay, well, I'm just going to fill you in on what's going on then today.
All right, what's happening today?
So I asked the DA if he would be willing to consider the 10 deferred. He said, let me think about it. We did enter the plea fully and officially on the 4 silent. Mr. Hernandez then tells me he wants me to put in a motion to dismiss for prejudice, and I told him there is no such thing because, you know, judges bust plea bargains all the time. That doesn't give you a right to dismiss. And so then he says, well, he wants a jury trial. And I said, well, we have entered the plea on the 4 silent, so the judge may or may not allow you to withdraw your plea, and then that's what he wants to speak to you about.
All right, we can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing. And
Excuse
She
me.
hasn't started
I'm sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right, and let me stop you right there. All this thing where people say they don't understand what they were signing, based upon what is the information that I've received, that first it was 10 years deferred and the judge denied it, and then it came back to a silent offer. Yeah, everybody understood. Court is calling 2023 CR 10221, State of Texas versus Joe Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right, and are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, a plea was entered in this case on, let me see what date is stamped on here, on April 22nd, 2024. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. All right, with regards to the plea bargain agreement, the court, of course, does not have the PSI because we're coming back. Can someone tell me what his criminal history is?
Judge, I don't have a file on the applicant.
Basically, I could be off on this, but my memory is some minor misdemeanors and no felony convictions.
Mm-hmm. So, counsel, do you wish to have a PSI done, or do you wish the court to make its ruling?
Honestly, Judge, based on his criminal history, and of course, you don't have the benefit of the interview with him, but Mr. Delgado and Escobar and I can fill you in on part of the, I think it was part of this plea bargain too, was evaluation for Mick. There are definitely some mental health issues going on. You can tell by reading the report, but you do not have the benefit of having that in front of you. But I do feel confident, of course, it's up to him to go forward today.
All right. So I am reading the police report, and based upon the police report that I've read that are in the stipulation, there is documentation of bizarre behavior. And I don't know, based upon the police report, if that bizarre behavior was drug induced or if there's some sort of mental health issues.
Which is why I think we had dual, right, with Mick, or was it just Mick?
make you guys, yes, that was.
I mean, based on my, time, and certainly I'm not an expert in any way, but I would, tend to think it might have been both, but definitely some mental health issues.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Hernandez.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right. Not even in your childhood?
No, ma'am.
Drug use?
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
From what I've seen, sovereign citizen cases usually fall into two categories. Some defendants are loud, chaotic, and constantly interrupting the court. Others seem completely convinced that the legal system has no authority over them. And every now and then you get someone who brings a little bit of both. This defendant definitely has me scratching my head. Looking at his criminal history, it's hard to understand how he ended up in this situation. Obviously, none of us know the full story, and it's important not to make assumptions about someone's personal life or what they've done outside of what's actually on the record. What we do know is that the court isn't making decisions based on random guesses. Judges rely on evidence, testimony, and the law before reaching their conclusions. That's how the legal process is supposed to work. Still, I'm curious what you all think. Based on everything you've seen so far, do you think this defendant is taking the situation seriously, or is he making things even worse for himself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's get back to the courtroom and see what happens next.
I'm an alcoholic, yes. I drink, but that's it.
All right, so in the stipulation, they're saying that you were exhibiting bizarre behavior.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life. I was asking for help. And I didn't want to die that night. Somebody came at my door trying to kill me.
And
I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops. She has the phone record that I called the cops asking for help. I ended up at the hotel. I did everything wrong, yes. But I was just trying to save my life that night. I didn't want to die that night. I didn't want somebody to take my life for no reason. That's the God's honest truth. And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. That's your question.
Or you can request the judge to give you deferred, and then that way you know that you know what the end result's going to be.
I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. And this is what I don't think people understand. We can go off the record. Everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal. The question is, do you want a jury trial? Yes or no? And let me explain something to you. If you say you want a jury trial, this train is going to a jury trial. This train is not at the last minute. Oh, I see witnesses walking in the door, so therefore I'm deciding to enter a plea bargain agreement. If you want a jury trial, court will give you a jury trial. You will get a quick, fast jury trial. So you want to discuss that with your attorney? You can. You all want to discuss that?
I'm good with the jury trial.
Do you want to discuss that with your client?
I think based on my conversation with him earlier this morning that he is, because of what happened the other day, it just took him off of pleading and he wants his jury trial.
All right. We're coming back on June 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
And you will have your jury trial, and your plea deadline date has expired.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Just one moment.
Off the record?
Yes.
I'm going to the new Plaza Club on Weston to find out. It's supposed to open up. I'm gonna find out what the lunches are about. I understand you love the chop top.
Yes.
I don't think they have it. I'm gonna find out and I'll report back
Yes. Do away with their chops out.
because the world changes, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably text you.
All
Let
right.
you know what's
All
going
right. Thank you.
on. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
I had to leave that last part in because it genuinely made me laugh. For a second, I honestly thought that guy was an attorney or something. The back and forth between him and Judge Boyd was pretty entertaining, and I don't know if it was just me, but they almost seemed to have a funny rapport. Now back to our sovereign citizen. This guy is making one questionable decision after another. From everything we've seen, he had a plea offer that could have resulted in a lighter sentence. Instead, he decided to reject it at the last minute and take his chances with a jury trial. That's a huge gamble. Maybe he honestly believes a jury will see things differently, or maybe he thinks dragging the case out will somehow work in his favor. Whatever the strategy is, it doesn't seem to be paying off. The reality is that delaying a case doesn't make the charges disappear. If anything, it can make the entire process longer, more stressful, and potentially lead to a worse outcome if the evidence against you is strong. The courtroom isn't a game where you can keep changing the rules until you get the result you want. Judge Boyd also doesn't seem like the type of judge who's going to let unnecessary delays or courtroom antics get in the way of moving the case forward. Throughout the hearing, he stayed focused on the law and kept everything on track despite the constant interruptions. One moment that definitely stood out was the defendant's comment about drugs. Whether you believed him or not, it was certainly one of the more memorable exchanges in the hearing. Since we don't know everything about his personal history beyond what's presented in court, it's impossible to say for sure, but it definitely got people talking. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think rejecting the plea deal was a smart move, or did he make a mistake that's going to cost him even more in the end? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because I upload new courtroom videos and legal breakdowns every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.